Uh, that's a great question. Um, I think he's available, and Keldon Johnson is not. I don't know, Tom. They just tell me it's not going to be a long period of time for sure, but I'm not sure that he'll be ready on Saturday. Uh, well, just experience. I mean, it's his first run in the NBA, and he hasn't been able to play much all year. He had the concussion, and then he had the uh, uh, procedure he had to go through the rigmarole, and so he's really behind. So the best thing he can do is just get some minutes and play.
I think the Jokic seemed like growing even more as a distributor. Was it just kind of just him getting used to everyone, or did you all talk a little bit about being more?
No, it's just part of the progression of the job being point guard and understanding the leadership role and what's going to be expected night after night, and part of that is distribution, and especially in a league that depends so much on threes now. He's got to be aware of where those guys are, who he's on the court with, and he's done a great job of that. So it's just part of uh, you know learning and doing your job better and better every year.
Bob, what's the most difficult part of trying to play a team like Denver, and particularly with Jokic?
Jokic,
All the things that
Jokic.
Is there any one thing?
He's too damn good. It's not fair. All the things he can do, uh, and he's so funny. I love the guy. He doesn't look like he's doing anything. He's not going fast. He's not jumping high. It's kind of Larry Birdish, in a way. But talk about skills and anticipation and decisions. He's fantastic. Great hands. Scores in every which way. Involves all his teammates. So he's the head of the snake for sure. But Coach Mike has done a great job of playing a certain style of basketball with him, because they move and cut and curl and slip and go back door, as good or better than anybody. Uh, and that is even more difficult for all the other teams, because Jokic finds all of them because he's got the ball a lot. And he's, probably the best passing big man, that we've seen in a very long time. So it fits together. So Mike's done a great job of making the system fit the players. Uh, and they're talented on top of that. They're deep. Obviously, it'd be great if Jamal was there, but uh, they've done a good job hanging in there.
Not
Yes.
that he qualifies as an athletic big man, I guess, per se, in that regard, but when you face these teams that do have strong bigs inside, it seems, you found a reason why it's been so difficult for you guys going against big presence this year? It's been an eight or even Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson, he's quite tall, and we weren't able to deal with it. We do the best we can with it. Jakob's having a really good year, doing everything he can. But it takes a team to deal with somebody that's got that kind of size, or even Boban. In Dallas, it's the same thing. One night he destroyed us, uh, just with his size and his stature and that kind of thing. So you can't put it on one guy to stop somebody like that. It's got to be the whole crew, and we can do a better job of that. Right. Well, you never know, but you do what should be done, and recognizing an element of our society with the LGBTQ uh, Pride Night is uh, totally uh, logical, necessary, uh, and in the name of inclusion, especially in the environment we live in today where the other is always being attacked, so to speak. Uh, something that might be different from, and that's been very dangerous, as we all know. So for an organization to stand up and recognize that with that sort of inclusion, I think is very, very helpful. Some people, you'll never change their minds, uh, and they will never try to understand. That's part of life. But there will be an element of the society out there that perhaps will stop and think and understand that this is important.
In your lifetime, I know you still have a long way to go.
You're very kind. You're very kind.
In your lifetime, how much has it changed in these things for homophobia?
It's huge. I mean, I'm sure when I was a young man, I probably made jokes uh, about this sort of thing. Much to my chagrin and embarrassment now, later in life, we make mistakes. But I'm sure I made wise ass comments about that when I was young. But hopefully we all mature, become wiser, become more loving, understand the differences, uh, and accept and move on. So I think there are probably a lot of people that have gone through that process.
I was gonna ask, I don't know if you saw, but Mr. Bill Russell's having an auction where he's auctioning off a lot of his items, a portion of the proceeds.
I didn't see that. Okay.
And a portion of the proceeds going for the mentor program and also Celtics for social justice. Just, can you talk about Mr. Russell and just kind of, when he continues to have an impact and anything you make that on tonight?
Well, I didn't know about this until tonight. But there's not much I can say about Bill Russell that hasn't already been said. He's an iconic figure and just a great human being, as well as what he did on the court. So all the comments that have been made about him over the years are certainly true and certainly deserved, and I would agree with all of them. So I'm glad he's doing it. It doesn't surprise me that he would be doing something like that, and hopefully it'll do a lot of good.